Hello, Goobers. Today I'm doing something a bit interesting. And, it's kind of random, actually. Today I'm going to be rating my top 20 least favorite games. This bar we will ignore. So I just counted 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, they're all in 5 rows. So, as that's happening, we're going to rank the games that I genuinely don't like. So there's this, which I genuinely still fucking hate to this day. There's this, which I still don't like. This that I'm not interested in. And it's this that I still don't care about. So let's get to it. What would be my number one least favorite game? As much as I want to keep thinking about it, but... Oh, it's already searched up on there. Okay, so this shit's just looking at my search history. That's crazy. So this one is an obvious choice. Call of Duty Vanguard. I fucking hated this game. I did not like every single bit of it. When it launched, it was awful. The multiplayer, it was just boring. I couldn't get into the zombies. The zombies was easily the worst thing about this game. They like changed it way too much. It was so ass. It was so ass. It was so bad. I honestly feel bad for Treyarch having to make this game. It was so awful. And this game made me quit Call of Duty for good. Well, almost. But back in the day, the games I mostly would rather play than anything else was Call of Duty. And this game made me stop doing that and move on to like many other big games. And like other games that I just don't... Yeah. Vanguard was awful. I don't even enjoy COD as much as I fucking used to. I like play the games time to time and I just still get burnt out of them easily. So blame Vanguard for this absolute abominable mess that was just so dumb. Oh yeah, Call of Duty, I'm still fucking tired and bored of it now. In BO6, you're killing it. You're not making it better. You somehow made it worse. I haven't been caught up with the game, but BO6 is not looking good. It started off so strong, and now it's just bad. Alright, what would be my next least favorite? I have no idea what else would be my second least favorite. Ooh, what would that be? Actually, I didn't play this game, but I didn't need to. I don't... Stop spacing. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So, this game. You didn't even need to play this game in order to know that it was a fucking scam. The trailers for this game were all pre-rendered baloney, and it looked nothing like what this game was. It was supposed to be a post-apocalyptic MMO survival game with stuff in it. And it was nothing like that. It was a fucking extraction shooter with nothing. And then once you're in the game, like roaming around the little city, there was like nothing. It was empty. And at random times you will hear gunshots, The gunshots do not fucking exist. Because there is nobody with you and those gunshots are just there for atmosphere. And this game lasted 4 days. It lasted 4 days until it got shut down. Yeah. This game, it was a giant fucking scam. It wasn't even, oh my god, I'm choking on my spit after earlier. This wasn't even a game. This was a literal scam. So like, you didn't even need to play the game in order to know how fucking shit it was. It was really shit. And then Valve kicked in when this game was released on Steam. Everyone got a refund. Everybody. Honestly, W Valve to that. But I now just realized what my next game would be. I wonder if they have it. Don't make fun of me for misspelling it. Oh, come on, they don't have it? Okay, they do. Thank God. I just spelt it wrong. So, Silent Hill Ascension. If there was a game that I could put lower than F, I literally would. This actually isn't even a game. It's an interactive voting game thingy. I don't know how to describe this game. I haven't played this game in so long, so I don't really remember much. But from what I remember, it played like episodes, and it was like a show. And what you would do is you and other people would vote for the next event that's gonna happen. This is just based off my memory because I haven't touched this in so long. By the way, this game has a fucking battle pass. They had a battle pass for this. I'm not joking. You can look that up right now. This TV show interactive had a battle pass. I'm like actually convinced Konami wanted this game to be a literal joke. Oh my god. This game was an absolute embarrassment. Why do I keep saying game? It's not even a game. Alright, now for my next least favorite game. Ooh. What else would that be? I wonder... Okay, I am not sure if they have this, but it's a fan game, so don't freak out. It does. Oh my god, they do. Okay. FNAF in real time. Man, what a joke. So how do I explain this game? Exactly. This game has no fucking direction at all. The game tries to take itself seriously and then treats it as like a dark story at times. But then it just becomes a fucking parody with like shit posting everywhere to it, and the voice acting and like the lines being so stupid as well. Also, what you're seeing right here is a fucking self-insert OC that has nothing to do with the game at all. Which, by the way, this character is fucking nothing, and not only is he just absolutely nothing, he looks like shit. If you look up his full model, I'm telling you, you're gonna vomit at your eyes. I've seen some like worse OCs, but this is by far the worst. I can't describe what OC is worse than this. If you thought Lockjaw was bad, Look at this guy. Fucking joke. And FNAF in real time, it was like one of the easiest fucking games in the world. You didn't even have to do anything. And there was a YouTuber named Tyler something, I don't know. Like, I watched him play it and he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing, and he first tried the whole game. Also, it's not even in real time. The game... So this game's gimmick is like, oh, you can see the FNAF animatronics moving, right? But the animations are pre-rendered animations, and they didn't even make the models. They bought it on a SFM pack. The only model that they made was this absolute disgrace of an OC. Yeah. And there's also another thing that was just... It makes me cringe, and I literally, like, want to fucking die of cringe. But this game has a Foxy Night 3 boss fight. And the music is so cringe. Like, okay. The music does not fit this game. A lot of things do not fit FNAF 1. And honestly, this game has given me an idea to remake FNAF 1, but do it in such a way that does it better. Like, y'all might have been noticing why I've been, like, drawing horror manifested nightmares versions of, like, the FNAF animatronics. You see what I mean, right? Because I kind of just want mascot horror to do something other than just the same old shit that it's doing, and this is like one of them. But yeah, FNAF in real time fucking sucks. The game has no direction, the story is uninteresting, the self-insert OC baloney is just... Why? You could have just put this in your own fucking FNAF fan game, and no one would care. No one would care. No one would dog on your OC, besides its looks. Also, what if I told you that this game originated from a Roblox role-playing game? I'm not kidding. This game's idea originated from a Roblox roleplay game, especially the self-insert OC guy. I don't know. This game sucked, and a lot of people were mistreated in that studio that worked on this game. By the way, 50 plus people worked on there. 50 plus people. Oh, man. This game was ass. This game was fucking ass. Alright, let's move on. I don't want to make this video way too long by just dogging on real time. Alright, what else do we got? Ooh. I'm not sure what will be my fifth. What will be my fifth? Actually, oh my god, I just remembered this one game. I bet most of you don't even know what this game even is, or I've, like, literally forgot about it. Okay, it does. Okay. This game sucks. The game is just nothing. I've literally forgotten about this game like years ago, and nobody even remembers this game. So, I do not remember a lot about this game, but I do remember is you can get softlocked so easily in this game. You can get softlocked very easily in this game. Like, I remember there was like a hallway you had to like keep going through, and it just kept fucking looping and looping and looping, and you just couldn't get to an end. And this game isn't even worth 100%ing on achievements, because I think this is on only an Xbox exclusive. I don't know. However, I will give it points that it's free to play, but it's not worth it. Alright, now we're on our top 10. This is where I still don't like the games. And this is going to be an obvious choice for me. Gears 5. I did not like this game. I really did not like this game. When I first played it, I was disappointed so much. This used to be... Okay, if I was, still in my era, back in, 2019 when this game first released, it would have been up here. It would have been up here. But a lot of my shitty opinions have been changing, and there's just worser games. Gears 5 made me quit the franchise for almost a while. I tried to get back into Gears by playing Gears 3, which was my favorite one, but this game was just not it. The campaign was so boring and painful. The weapons felt like shit. The Nasher shotgun for some reason felt like shit. The Horde mode didn't save it. And the monetization I heard was ass, but I couldn't care less because I did not care enough about this game. This game used to be my least favorite, and I still hate it to this day. I did not like Gears 5 when it first came out, and I still don't like it. So, the campaign was boring, the multiplayer felt like ass, and the Horde mode did not save it. So yeah, after Gears 5, I've just forgotten about the franchise. Because this game was so bad, I just did not care. Alright, let's see what our next game is going to be. Ooh, actually, I remember this one. There. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I just don't know what to say about this one. I get they were trying to make a standalone game, just like how they did it with the other Wonderlands DLC back in fucking Borderlands 2. Okay, it's right here. This was like Borderlands 2 DLC, but then became a standalone game later on. And this is another standalone game. It's literally just Borderlands 3, but in Tiny Tina Wonderland stuff. The reason I hate this game is because... Oh, how do I put this? There's not even a fucking New Game Plus. You don't even get to replay the whole game in a higher difficulty. Or... enemies scale at your level. Or just something. You can't even replay the whole story. You can't even replay the whole game. The only way to do that is make a new character. That's it. That was a whole game. And the humor was not that great. The only good thing about this game was Torg finally blowing up the ocean. And that was by far the best moments in Borderlands history, but unfortunately it's overshadowed by how trash this game is. The DLCs were not good, and they all sucked. All the DLCs sucked. I don't even remember if I played them. There was I don't even remember if I did. But what was it called? There was a one thing in this game that you were able to your head was massive and you were a top-down camera. Was it the overworld? Was it that? I can't remember. I haven't played this game in so long because I've literally forgotten about it much. And there was this gauntlet thing that you could go to, and it was a cool idea, but it didn't do much to save the game, and it was just painfully boring. I don't remember. I haven't played this game in so long because I hated it. I hated this game. And I just went back to BL3 after this game. I did not like it. There's not even a fucking New Game Plus. The story just wasn't that interesting. the gunplay was just Borderlands 3, which I could just go back to BL3 and have a better experience there. I mean, the story wasn't as bad as BL3, but I just did not care for this game after a while. I also remembered another game. Oh my god, I'm not the best at spelling. Okay, they have it. Oh, they have two of them. Well, I'm just gonna put this here. So, Case Animatronics, I don't think this game even needs an explanation. So, this game is just Unity asset flip. And the only original thing this game has is the animatronics themselves. I love how they look. Okay, I really, really love how they look. Like the wolf guy, the cat guy, and the owl guy. There's even more with Case 2, but Case 1, it was shit when it first came out, but they made it even more shittier and shittier by just making pointless updates that nobody asked for. And they changed the voice acting as well. And honestly, I do not like the new voice actor for this game. They sound like shit. I don't know why they could have given us an option to do new voices and original voices. I don't know why they didn't fucking do that, but that's for some reason the case. And this whole game is just nothing but you running around in a police station. You're doing but fucking nothing at all, but just turning on the power and surviving and getting out. That's it. That's the whole game. That is the whole game. And do not play the console version of this game. It is so bad. The console version of this game is awful. You will hate yourself if you play this game on console. Like, the fonts, when you're reading the notes, the fonts are so small. Not even... Okay, how would I describe this without being weird? Not even your pinky toe would be able to... Pinky toe distance would be able to read the fonts on, like, the letters that you go and read throughout the game. They are so tiny that not even a microscope can help. Yeah, the console version of this game is like the worst version you can play on. And that's about it. In Case 2, I played little bits of this one. Ah, fuck it, I guess I'll just put it in there, because I have played this one. So this one is, like, still shit, but it's, like, absolutely funny shit. If you want a fucking good time to laugh, play this game. This game is so fucking funny. It is so funny. You will actually die laughing at, like, some scenes of this game. This game is so stupid and so stupidly funny that... Oh my god. Okay, so it's a lot better than Case 1. It actually has something to it. But then again, the voice acting is ass. And some of the stuff just doesn't make any sense. And the story is, like, as basic as it can be. But I'll at least forgive it and put it at least higher than these games for how funny it was. This game was so bad, it was funny. Like, really funny. There's also another game that I guess on the same genre, but I don't think it was, like, my least favorite game ever. And it is a mainstream title. Oh my god, don't make fun of my spelling. There. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. What a fucking disaster of a game. Now, the only positives I can say are the animatronics themselves. They look so amazing. I literally have a crush on fucking Monty himself. In fact, I have a crush on all these people. Landmark Freddy is a literal dad. Roxy created a fucking fan base of its own. Chica, my least favorite because she's fucking annoying at the game. And Monty is underrated, man. Look at how fucking hot he is. Despite that, this game launched in such an unforgivable state. This game was so buggy, it would like heat up your PC. Well, at least for some of you. I didn't even want to imagine what this game would look like on an average laptop. This game was so buggy, people literally compared it to Battlefield and Cyberpunk's launch. It was so bad. Even if you want to excuse the buggy, messy launch of this game, there's no saving it because the story was ass. The whole game was bad. And it was like unfinished. And Scott, I hate how you were trying. Like I get what he was trying to do, but it was such a horrible idea because Scott, for some reason, miscommunicated with Steelwool about this game. He didn't even give them the story. He wanted them to like do, oh, we gotta let them connect the dots, solve the theories. Oh my god, we got it. Scott, your developers don't know what the fuck they're doing. They didn't know what they were doing. It's like this game's lore ruined so much of FNAF that it's inexcusable. And this game literally showed the true colors of what the FNAF fanbase is. Like, Fisdom himself canceled his project of FNAF Plus. And people were pumped about that game. And nope, it just got canceled because the community is a fucking mess. This game right here is the epitome of how not to develop and communicate at all. Like, the communication with this game was so shit. It was so shit. And it made FNAF 6's like ending pointless. All the fucking stories were pointless, and Bird Trap wasn't even supposed to be a thing in this game. He was meant to be an Easter egg. But no. They just mistook him as a boss. Alright, let's move on. I don't want to make this too long. Okay. Now that we're on the top 15. Ooh, this one's a bit tough. Honestly, I might as well just say it. I mean, it doesn't even matter which one, but I guess I'll just pick two. So Overwatch. And 2 specifically. I tried the games out, and I just wasn't interested. I did not care about hero shooters. And I'll say this once again. You're never going to convince me to play a hero shooter, ever. Especially Marvel Rivals, especially Deadlock, especially the other, like Valorant, especially anything else. Even that furry bait game that I've been hearing about, I'm not going to play it because I do not care about hero shooters. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much it takes, I'm not going to play a hero shooter. And Overwatch is one of them. In fact, this game right here, for some reason, needed my information to even play it. And I just said, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. And it even canceled its PvE mode as well. When I like first heard about the PvE mode, I was like, I guess I could try it out and see how it is. And then, boop, it was canceled. So this sequel is fucking pointless. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to note about Overwatch as a whole. This is the game that made me never care about hero shooters. Because it's like the same generic genre over and over and over again. And can we stop getting so many of them, please? Speaking of hero shooters, this one, why is Warframe on here? Why the fuck is Warframe on here? I don't know. So, Conquered. I played the beta of this one, and I'm honestly not surprised that this game flopped. It looked boring. It didn't look good. Even if the game played right, like alright, I just didn't care for it. Much like nobody did. Now, I definitely wouldn't put it lower than most of these games because I didn't hate this game as much, but I just didn't care for this game. And this game literally lasted, I don't remember what the joke was, but a fly outlived this game. A literal fly outlived this game. This game's peak players was 600 people. I'm not kidding. 600 people played this game. Bruh. Bruh. Like, how? How do you make a game with a $200 million budget have 600 people on Steam and close its doors being outlived by a fly? Wow. Just wow. That is insane. Alright, on to more games. I can't believe I just remember this. Hunt Down the Freeman. This game was notorious for how bad it was. This is like the most notorious bad game of all time. And people have literally forgotten about it ever since. I think people only know this game from Pyrocynical's video and like many others that have talked about this game. And this game was so bad. The whole story about this game is about a guy that's hunting down another guy that fucked up his face. That's it. That's all I remember. The most memorable scene that I remember about this game was, "You fucked up my face," dies. This game was so stupid. Oh my god, I have not touched this game in forever. I like literally forgot it existed. Hunt Down the Freeman was just dumb. Hunt Down the Freeman, more like Hunt Down the Refund. Golly goo, man. Alright. What else? Ooh, I have this game on my channel. Does it have it? Oh, come on, it doesn't have it. I mean, yeah, it's a mobile game. It's non-existent. So, Ancient Seal the Exorcist was a game that was literally stealing from, like, other IPs, especially, like, TikTok edits. This game stole from, like, Elden Ring TikTok edits. It stole from Ghost of Tsushima. The main thing that I saw about this game was the Elden Ring edits. and then they plastered like a UI, and then they like tried to like make it seem like, oh my god, we're playing. You can see the joysticks are moving. You can see that we're placing the buttons. When in actual reality, this game is just the most generic fantasy game you'll ever see. So yeah, it's a false advertised blatant thief game, but I can't count it because it doesn't exist on here. But if it was, I would absolutely put it on here. I'm not sure if the game is taken down. I haven't gotten ads for that game since. But okay, what else would be on here? Okay. This is where like things get tough because I just don't remember much about most games. But this is one that many people do not know. And I think only 2 YouTubers that I remember like actually covered this game. Please tell me you're on here. Yes, you are. Okay, Hell's House. So this game right here, it's another like interactive game, but like this time it's kind of like a rhythm game. If you like fuck up, you'll get a death scene of like the most fakest scenes ever. And the scream, she's not even doing, this lady right here that's playing as the main character throughout this game, she doesn't even do the screams. It's a stock sound effect from like a random show that I don't really recall what it was. I can't remember what it was, but this game has like shitty acting and shitty scares. It's honestly like so fun bad. And this is an Xbox Indie Games game. I kind of want to replay this game, not gonna lie. But the acting for this game was so horrible. All you could do was just point and laugh. And I think I remember KSI playing this game, and he got so fucking angry at like what this game was. And the scenes lasted for like so long. The scenes were just nothing but her walking around the house. That's it. That's the whole game. It's literally just her walking around the house. Nothing. Just nothing is even happening. Alright. Let's move on from Hell's House. I'm surprised they would include it here. That game is just not to ever be seen. I know I have this on my channel as well, but okay, what do they got? Okay, there's way too many evils. Okay, you I'm gonna rank. They don't have... Oh, come on. They don't have the one that I played on my channel? Come on. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do it this way. Alright, this evil right here. So, this one is notorious for how bad it was. A YouTuber named Thaf9 literally got this game taken down after posting a review about a code, and this game was taken down because of it. The developer took it down. I don't know why. Evil. This game is just stock Unity assets everywhere. And the game, its only way of making scares is placing loud ass ear rape noises. It was so loud that if you took your headphones off and put it as far away as from the mic as possible, you can still hear the loud noise that it's playing. And the English translation is also awful. It goes like, I go to the kitchen and drink a pill. I go to this and do that. Me was never allowed to do this. It's like, it's terrible English, and from what I understand, the developer's from Russia, I'm pretty sure. Probably should have gotten a better translator, man. Because, ooh, this game was so bad. And the whole game was just pointless, as well. Alright, now we move on to the ones that I do not care as much. Alrighty. So, ooh, I don't know. Honestly, this is tough because I'm running out of games to, like, say what are my least liked. I also uploaded this on my channel. Please tell me you have it. Ooh. I'm not sure if I would count you, but I'm gonna do it either way. Even though you're not the original image of the game, I'm still gonna count you. Or you. Maybe you. I'm gonna pick you. Okay, Jeff the Killer. So I played this on my channel. You can check that out right now. It's been a couple weeks since I played it. So, Jeff the Killer. This game is notorious for having a literal box of Jeff the Killer's face plastered all over it. And the game, like, has nothing going on. It's just loud jump scares, and that's it. The game is a literal nothing burger. And the game was also taken down because it was using fucking SCP, like, assets and noises and, like, a random song that plays. And I'm honestly just not sure what else they could have done to get this game taken down, but I had to do research to find this game. But honestly, Jeff the Killer, you are the most fun bad game I've ever played. And I bet some of you kind of remember this game. I think this is how I spelled it. I don't remember the... Yeah, Lords of the Fallen. The original one. The new one I have not played, but I've heard it's a huge mixed bag. So Lords of the Fallen. This game makes Dark Souls 2 god of gaming. So this game is basically just Dark Souls 2, but worse in every single way. This game has like this Warcrafty-ish look to it, making it possibly like the most generic looking game ever. The graphics are okay, I guess. The combat sucks, and the bosses, I can guarantee you, I don't even think you can even name a singular one about them. There's like nothing memorable about this game whatsoever. Besides it being like one of the most funniest shit games ever. And another thing is, the dialogue choices that you make do not matter whatsoever. It doesn't matter what you choose, they don't affect anything. They do not affect anything whatsoever. Doug, can you stop doing that, please? Okay. Let's also find more games that I need to think of on what I think is my least favorite. Or what I did not like as much. Ooh, this is a tough one. Okay, I just remember this one. Forspoken. This game is notorious for how, like, awful it was. So Forspoken was so bad that, like, GameStop stores were, like, throwing it away in the trash. That's how bad this game was. And the dialogue for this game is also known for how shit it was, and this main character right here, I do not care for her. She is just insufferable and annoying. But I can at least say, for how bad this game was, it was something we can point and laugh at. And it also caused a studio to shut down, which was also unfortunate. So Forspoken was so bad that it shut a studio down. It was not that good. It was just so bad. Thankfully, I refunded the game. It was just not that great, to be honest. I didn't think this game was that bad. I just don't really see a reason to like it. I did not care for this game whatsoever. Alright. What else would be on here? Fuck, I'm really trying my hardest to think of 2 more games. I just need 2 more games and I'll be free. I need 2 more games. Oh my god. What do we have? What do we have? God, this is tough. This is honestly tough. Ooh. What else would be my least favorite? I can't remember. If I recall correctly, and I actually just figured out what my next game would be. This game. So, this is another funny bad game made by the infamous Game Mill. The one that, like, for some reason is able to get big IPs. I don't know how, but they're able to just pump out the worst games as they possibly could. Game Mill is known for making the Rise of Kong game that was redeemed as the worst game ever made. They were also notorious for a game that came out years ago, and that was Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. I never played that game, and I never really looked at how bad it was, but they're notorious for that. And this game right here was just so bad. So Walking Dead Destinies was... I guess you could say that there's something to like about this game, but judging by the character models, the graphics, the cutscenes, and everything about this game, it was just shit. I guess the only thing that's kind of interesting about this game was, like, your way of changing the story and, like, the skill point system. But that's about it. The whole game was just undercooked. And this just makes me question how Game Mill is able to find their way to get these big IPs. There has to be some sort of money laundering system. There has to be. There actually has to be. I don't know how. Okay. Let's not make the video way too long. Oh my god, I'm running out of... What's my last game? There's gotta be a last game. What was it? What was it? Oh my god, what was it, man? I don't want to say something like Garten of Banban. I don't want to say something like that because there are way worser games than Garten. I still think it's shit, but it's not as bad as, like, most of these. God, what would be my 20th game on here, man? Oh, come on, Goober. Think, man. Think. Ugh. Honestly, if I were to say which one would be my least favorite of a game out there, if I'm going to be honest, if I had to choose one game out of anywhere else, it would be from Ubisoft. So this is... Of course I spelt it wrong. I don't even care if I spelt it wrong. This game sucks. So I was thinking either Syndicate or this, and I chose this. This one is not a fun game at all. This game, just go play God of War. Just go play God of War. This game is painfully boring, painfully unfun, and just not interesting whatsoever. This game has nothing going for it. And I heard the 100%ing process of this game will literally make you waste a whole lifespan of your time when playing this game. So the game is super bloated, so generic, and so boring, and just nothing about it was fun. Nothing about it is interesting. Nothing about it is even engaging. Like, the combat was clunky and weird. This game doesn't even feel like an Assassin's Creed game. In fact, you're not even an assassin in this. You're a fucking Viking. At least, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. This game was just so bad. This game was just so bad. And you might be wondering why I would have picked Syndicate. Syndicate was way too boring and just unengaging. And the characters were so dull. But I realized Valhalla's, like, worser moments. And so I had to choose this one. If you want, like, an amazing Norse mythology game, just go play God of War. Just go play God of War. Those games are phenomenal. And I still need to play God of War Ragnarok. So Valhalla was awful. I do not recommend this game whatsoever. You will actually hate yourself just playing it. So, yeah. That is my top 20 of least favorite games. I'll do a top 20 of my favorite games of all time. Whew. That actually took a lot longer than expected. That actually was, like, a lot more mind-numbing. But, yeah. That's gonna be it. These are all my least favorite games. So we always got this tier that I genuinely fucking hate to this day. These that I still do not like, but can at least find something about them. These I just didn't... Well, these two I did not care for. And these were, like, funny shit. And all of these are, like, funny shit besides, like, this one. In fact, I'm gonna swap tiers. I'm gonna put you here and then put you here. So it, like, works its way to, like... You see what I did here? You see, like, it starts off as the worst and then gets its way better to, like, at least some moments to like about one of them. Like, this one being notorious for how, like, insanely funny it is. And this one as well. And then this being, like... Yeah, there's, like, at least something to these. This has nothing. This was a scam. This was also a scam. This was a waste of fucking time. This... I don't know who would play this. This was a disappointment. And same goes for this. This was funny shit. This was also funny shit. This was a fucking disaster. This was boring, and this was also boring. This was a disaster. A funny disaster. This was funny as hell. Same goes for this. This was boring as shit. This was also, at the same time, boring, but, like, funny. It gets funnier for how, like, dumb it is. This was, like, dumb, boringly bad funny. I don't know. All these games... For these, I can at least find something to them. But up here, I just cannot. Up here, I just literally cannot find anything for these top 5. So yeah, goobers. That's gonna be my top 20 least favorite games of all time. Let me know what y'all think on what should have been on here and what you don't agree with. Because I already know there's going to be at least one fanboy out there that's going to say, this game shouldn't be on here, when it, and fucking realistically should. FNAF IRT is trash. Like, absolute trash. I also plan on making, like, a video review in this game a while back. And it was going to be, like, my harshest video ever, but then I just decided not to. But yeah, that is my list. Let me know what y'all think. And, as always, see y'all goobers later.
Bye.